You are listening to VOK, Voice of Korea, News Now.
The Sunsun Phosphatic Fertilizer Factory has been wonderfully built into future fertilizer producer. Its inaugural ceremony was grandly held on May Day, the international holiday of the working people of the whole world. Kim Jong Un, chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea and chairman of the State Defense Commission and supreme commander of the armed forces of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, attended the ceremony. Kim Jong Un came out to the venue of the ceremony amid the playing of the welcome music. Present at the ceremony were Park Bong-ju, member of the Presidium of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, Vice Chairman of the State Affairs Commission of the DPRK, and Vice Chairman of the Party Central Committee. Kim Seo-ryong, member of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea and member of the State Affairs Commission and Premier of the Cabinet of the DPRK, and other officials of the Party Central Committee, officials of the Army and society involved in the construction, builders and working people in South Kenyan Province. Park Bong-ju made an inaugural address. He said, "The inauguration of the Sunsun Phosphatic Fertilizer Factory is a great event, powerfully demonstrating the revolutionary spirit of the heroic working class to win a new victory in socialist construction by making a breakthrough head-on under the leadership of the Great Party and the tremendous might of the state, and giving a great pleasure to the entire agricultural workers and the people." Kim Jong Un put forward a militant task to build a large factory, mass-producing high-concentration ammonium phosphatic fertilizer, badly needed for agricultural production on a modern basis, and energetically led the work to build it into a model factory in the field of chemical industry, which thoroughly applies the demand of future orientation and modernization, and into a labor-saving enterprise which has been put on an automatic and assembly line basis. The builders, scientists, and the service personnel of the People's Army, with the spirit of implementing the party policy resolutely, carried out a huge task through the drive of loyalty and fierce all-night struggle, and solved many scientific and technological problems rising in making the phosphatic fertilizer industry on a future-oriented basis in our own way. In this way, they have waged a devoted struggle to bring earlier the day of completion. The construction of the Sunsun Phosphatic Fertilizer Factory will develop the fertilizer industry of Korea ethically and promote the whole of the economic front. Its completion is a great victory of the party's idea on making a breakthrough head-on and achieving prosperity by dint of self-reliance. It proves once again that when we advance vigorously under the leadership of the party, holding high the banner of self-reliance, we can attain the goals of our struggle. Park Bong-ju stressed the need to keep achieving those successes based on self-reliance by further elevating the enthusiasm for the struggle to make a breakthrough head-on and form unity around Kim Jong Un and advance dynamically for prosperity of the socialist motherland with confidence in victory. The supreme leader of the party, State and Armed Forces Kim Jong Un, cut the inaugural cake. He warmly waved his hand to acknowledge the enthusiastic cheers of the builders and masses. Being briefed on the production processes of the completed factory, he looked around different places, including the raw materials processing process, the yellow phosphorus and ammonium phosphate production processes, and products packing process. Looking at the full view of the wonderful factory, he warmly said the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, who devoted their great efforts to solve the food problem of the people, would have been very pleased if they heard a report that the modern phosphate fertilizer factory had been built. Kim Jong-un highly appreciated the feats of the entire builders, scientists, and technicians, saying, "Now the agricultural workers came to devote themselves to accomplishing the target of grain production presented by the party without worry." The Sunsun Phosphatic Fertilizer Factory is a proud result made by the excellent followers of the party policy with the strength of the Army people unity. He expressed satisfaction over the fact that teachers and researchers of Kim's University of Technology, in cooperation with the relevant units, have established a good computer-integrated manufacturing system of the synthetic phosphatic fertilizer factory. He stressed time and again that the talented personnel are the great resource of the country and the motive force of development, and training them is a political issue to which the party attaches the greatest importance. He said the completion of the synthetic phosphatic fertilizer factory is the first success achieved after the fifth plenary meeting of the 7th Party Central Committee, and an important occasion in developing the chemical industry of Korea onto a higher stage. He underscored the need to kindle more fierce flames of achieving prosperity by dint of self-reliance in all sides of building a powerful future country with a precious success as a spark. Kim Jong Un put forward specific tasks to manage and operate the factory, including the issue on taking thorough measures to supply raw materials for normalizing the phosphatic fertilizer production, the issue on further perfecting the computer-integrated manufacturing system and operating the production processes in a stable way, and the issue on paying a special attention to the environmental protection. He indicated tasks and ways to develop the chemical industry of Korea in correct direction, in line with the demand of the new century, such as reconstruction of all fertilizer factories on a modern basis and construction of a great number of new chemical industrial bases.
The respected Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, Chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea and Chairman of the State Affairs Commission of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, received a reply message from Bashar al-Assad, President of the Syrian Arab Republic, on April 28th. The message expressed thanks to Kim Jong Un for the congratulatory message he sent on the occasion of the Independence Day of Syria. It also expressed the belief that the historic relations between the two countries would be further strengthened and developed in all fields in the common interests of the peoples of the friendly two countries. It wished Kim Jong-un good health and the people of DPRK prosperity. Russian media featured the first anniversary of the respected Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un's historic visit to the Russian Federation. They carried articles of different titles, including Kim Jong-un's visit to the Russian Federation, a noteworthy event in the maritime territory, and Russia DPRK summit, illustrated with photos showing his visit to Russia. The RIA Novosti news agency, the Interfax news agency, the newspapers Izvestia, Komsomolskaya Pravda, Rossiyskaya Gazeta, and Argumenty и Fakti, the radio Sputnik, the RT television, the LEN TV, Russian One TV, the internet news Vesti.ru, Data, News.ru, and Reginium, the internet television Mir24, and the internet magazine Lamchichi, reported in detail the news of the Russia-DPRK summit meeting and talks held in April 2019, saying the citizens of Vladivostok are still keeping deep in their hearts his visit to the city. The newspaper Zolotoy Log and the internet newspaper Vremya Peremyon pointed out that the first meeting and talks between Chairman Kim Jong-un of Korea and President Putin of Russia held in Vladivostok city eloquently showed a good intimacy between the top leaders of the two countries. The maritime territorial internet news Concurrent.ru said politicians of different countries estimated the DPRK Russia summit meeting as an important event of great significance to the whole world as well as to the DPRK and Russia. The internet homepage Patrioty Moskva and the internet newspaper Yezhnaya Korea reported that world press and analysts praised the exploits of Chairman Kim Jong-un, who strengthened unity with the anti-imperialist countries and left indelible traces in ensuring peace and stability of the Korean Peninsula and the region. Websites of the Institute of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, the Moscow Association for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, the Maritime Territorial Committee of the Communist Party of the Russian Federation, the Maritime Territorial Regional Committee of A Just Russia, and the Lenin Young Communist League of the Russian Federation introduced the exploits of Kim Jong-un to help in the new chapter of the development of the friendly relations between the DPRK and Russia. Framework project of hundreds of dwelling houses and public buildings has been finished in Samjiyon city of Rangang province this year. The builders completed overall foundation excavation and concrete placing in March and carried out the framework project of low-story dwelling houses and public buildings ahead of schedule by actively introducing rational methods for speeding up concrete placing despite unfavorable weather conditions. Mushroom farms across Korea increased production by dint of science and technology. The Ryugyong Mushroom Farm and Taeju Mushroom Farm are registering successes by pushing ahead the work to renovate existing production equipment into labor, power, and material-saving ones. The Pyeongseong Mushroom Farm has realized the scientification of mushroom production on a higher plane to produce different kinds of tasty and nutritive mushrooms. Mushroom farms in other provinces, cities, and counties, including the Cheongbangsan Mushroom Farm and Nampo Mushroom Farm, are solving problems arising in the production by dint of science and technology. DPRK is intensifying the research for scientific preservation and sustained use of biodiversity and ecological environment. In the course, the main migratory bird reserves were proved to be the swarms fully meeting the Ramsar standard. This was confirmed through the survey of water bird resources in swarms conducted last year and in January this year, according to the AWC plan. More than 144,800 water birds of nearly 50 species were confirmed in 31 areas this year, whereas some 100,000 in 22 places last year. It was proved that species and number of water birds largely increased as the species on the verge of extinction throughout the world were spotted in migratory bird reserves across the DPRK, including the Mundok Migratory Bird Reserve registered on the international list of swarms and admitted to the Ramsar Convention, and different other reserves and places. 21 species of water birds were spotted in Panmun Plain and more than 45,400 water birds around the West Sea Parish, proving that the ecological environment and biodiversity of the country is very favorable for inhabitation of water birds. Over 30 migratory bird reserves have been established in eastern and western coastal areas, and strict measures taken for their preservation. And that's the end of the news read by Kim Hyun-ok and Ma Keum-sung. This is Voice of Korea.